parijñā sa prahāṇaṃ sa bhāvanā sākṣi-karma sa caturṇām ārya-satyānām abhāvān nopapadyate.
Parijñā ca prahāṇaṃ ca bhāvanā sākṣi-karma ca caturṇām ārya-satyānām abhāvān nopapadyate. So MMK chapter 24 verse 2, following on from verse 1, in which the opponent has argued that if everything is empty, the non-existence follows of the Four Noble Truths. Corresponding to the Four Noble Truths are the four elements here: parijñā, understanding, really knowing; prahāṇaṃ, letting go, abandoning; bhāvanā, cultivating, developing; sākṣi-karma, seeing for oneself. As a compound phrase, sākṣi-karma means seeing for oneself, making it one's own. Karma means action, and sākṣi means having eyes. Sa, possessive prefix; aksha, eyes. So sākṣi-karma means in practice, making it one's own, seeing for oneself. So those four elements correspond to the Four Noble Truths. Parijñā means comprehending, understanding, really knowing the real thing as a real thing, suffering as a real thing. Then prahāṇaṃ means letting go of the afflictions, greed, anger, delusion, and so on, which are the cause of suffering. Suffering, in the Zen realist view, has a cause, something that you can focus on and wage war against. So particularly, let's say, greed, anger, and ignorance. Those are the targets that we want to destroy in the Zen realist view. Bhāvanā means cultivation of the way, so that corresponds to the Fourth Noble Truth. And sākṣi-karma, seeing for oneself, means, it's like in Alexander work we talk about inhibition of end gaining, and that's nice as a theory, but what does it actually mean in practice? That's something that the pupil has to see, guided by the teacher's hands and guided by the teacher's teaching and the teacher's words. The pupil is called upon to make it his or her home, to see for oneself in practice. Parijñā ca prahāṇaṃ ca bhāvanā sākṣi-karma ca caturṇām ārya-satyānām abhāvān nopapadyate. Abhāvān is ablative of abhāvā. Abhāvā, we had in the previous verse, means non-existence. So abhāvān means from the non-existence. And then that is with the, takes the genitive, caturṇām, of four, ārya-satyānām, of the Noble Truths. So caturṇām ārya-satyānām abhāvān, from the non-existence of the Four Noble Truths, or more idiomatically, in the absence of the Four Noble Truths. Nopapadyate is na, not. Upapad means be possible, be tenable, be viable. So caturṇām ārya-satyānām abhāvān nopapadyate. In the absence of the Four Noble Truths, they are impossible. Which is to say, if the Four Noble Truths are empty, if they don't really exist, then how can you really understand suffering? If suffering is empty, if it doesn't really exist, how can you understand it? If greed, anger, and ignorance are empty, if they don't exist, what is there to let go of? If inhibition if stopping doing the wrong thing is empty, if there's no such thing as stopping of doing the wrong thing, then what is there that one can make one's own and see for oneself? And finally, if the way is just an empty, unreal, non-existing thing, then what is there to cultivate? So in this way, that I'd like to put the Zen realist arguments as convincingly as possible, because it does sound like he's the real deal. You know, he's talking about what's real, not namby-pambing around with philosophy. But you know, this is the guy that spends X hours a day sitting on his zafu and saying, you know, the stone lantern in the garden is the stone lantern in the garden. You know, he's persuasive, and he's talking about the Four Noble Truths. Suffering, there is suffering. Suffering has a cause. The cause is, for example, thirsting, end-gaining, craving. And if we destroy that cause, then we destroy suffering. And this is a real way. This is the way that the Buddha pointed to. You see, it's convincing. To tell the truth, it convinced me when I heard it when I was in Japan. But what Nagarjuna's saying is, no, you've got it wrong. There aren't any real things. What you think of as real things are just convenient fictions. That they're samskaras that you're being fooled by. So again, that's the way to read this verse. You know, to recite it like it's the truth, and appreciate it. Appreciate the Zen realist teaching for what the direction he's going in. Put it that way. You know, he's going in the right direction in a way. He's endeavouring to really understand the Four Noble Truths that the Buddha taught. Parijñā cha, prahāṇaṃ cha, bhāvanā sākṣi-karma cha, caturṇām ārya-satyānām, abhāvān nopapadyate. Okay, it's powerful teaching. Understanding, letting go, cultivating, and seeing for oneself in the absence of the Four Noble Truths are impossible. Bullshit.